Hello guys, my name is Samantha. This is my first ever YouTube video. I wanted to share something personal that has been very important to me over like the past couple years in middle school, and something that started like around 5th grade, which was my acne. So my acne got more severe throughout the years. You start getting acne in middle school. At least that's kind of what everyone does. You start usually getting acne in middle school, but I got it earlier, and I started getting it in 5th grade. I remember I started getting fungal acne on my forehead. Fungal acne, it's like little tiny red bumps typically on your forehead. They're not actual pimples. There's no pus in the pimples. It's literally just tiny bumps. I remember when I first started getting them, they weren't as severe. Like, it was just like texture on my forehead, basically. Like, it was just tiny bumps. They weren't even red yet. But then the more time started going by, the bumps started getting worse, and they started getting more painful. They started getting more bigger, and they started getting more irritated. They started getting more red. 6th grade, my acne was barely starting, but it was still something that like made me very insecure, because like I said, middle school, this is when the girls barely started getting like their period, when they barely started like hitting puberty. Still, no one around me really had acne, so I just felt really insecure. And then this is when I started to get made fun of more. Like, I was so insecure, and like I would cry to my mom about it. My mom wanted me to wear makeup like at a later age, like maybe 8th grade, but I was so insecure about it, and I felt so I just felt so uncomfortable in my own skin, and I would cry to her about it. And like, it started getting to the point where my family members started pointing it out, and even my dad, and it made me more insecure, and it made me more self-conscious. So my mom kind of saw that, and then she let me started wearing makeup. Now we're gonna get into 7th grade. 7th grade, I'm 13, so I'm at the age that I could see a dermatologist. My face, I started getting like deep under the skin pimples. They were so red. It wasn't even tiny pimples anymore. There was like pimples all like, I think I honestly started getting hormonal acne, because hormonal acne, when you get hormonal acne, it's on a specific spot in your face. When you just have regular acne, it's just on your cheeks. But when you have hormonal acne, it's kind of like a map on your face. I started getting signs of hormonal acne because it was like a pattern. So I would get like pimples like 1, 2, 3, like I would get them like that, or I would get them like right here against my jaw, my chin. I started getting a lot of those there. I went to the dermatologist. She told me that my acne was severe. She told me that some of it looked infected, and she gave me a prescription. Guys, I remember when I was like first reading like the manual on the prescriptions, I'm like, are these prescriptions? I remember thinking that they were gonna take so long. Like I said, like, obviously everyone's skin is different. Everyone's skin processes things differently. Some people have more sensitive skin. Some people have skin that takes longer to react to products. Some people's skin recovers really fast. My skin started improving like within such a fast period of time. It started improving like within like 1 to 2 months. And I remember I was so happy, because I would go in the mirror, and my face, obviously right now my skin is not perfect. There are still imperfections. Obviously I still have acne prone skin. I still do get little pimples here and there, but I remember like now that I look back at pictures, I'm like, my skin has improved so much throughout the years. So now I'm gonna get to the prescriptions that the doctor prescribed me. So the doctor prescribed me with doxycycline. I would take one in the morning after I ate, and I would take one in the night. And then she prescribed me with tretinoin, my baby, my beautiful thing, this beautiful, amazing blessing. She prescribed me with tretinoin. Like, there are different strengths of tretinoin. She gave me, since obviously I was a beginner to the prescriptions, and since my skin was just getting introduced to these products, she gave me a lower strength of tretinoin. There are different strengths. I'm pretty sure this is the medium strength of tretinoin, the one that I have right now. But she gave me the lowest percentage of tretinoin, which I'm pretty sure was 0.00 0.005 or something like that, but it was lower right now, because right now I have the 0.1% tretinoin, but she gave me a lower strength of it. It worked wonders for my skin. I went back in 3 months. She was like, oh my goodness, like she was like, your skin has improved so much. We looked like a before and after pictures. Like the change was drastic. Like my skin, it just felt so much smoother. I was barely getting any pimples. So now that I've gone to the dermatologist maybe like about two other times, now that my skin is improved, now I go like every 6 months. I don't have to go every 3 months, so I go every 6 months or so. So the second time that I went, she gave me the same prescription. She gave me the pills and she gave me the tretinoin. So then I went back another 3 months. So then another 3 months passed by. I went back. My skin was technically like, it was like at like its finest. My skin was smooth. There was just scarring. There was no really new pimples. She gave me, so we decided that I was gonna get off the pills. I was no longer gonna take pills. She decided to increase the strength of the tretinoin that she was giving me, which is now why I have the 0.1 tretinoin. She gave me this, and now I have a benzoyl peroxide gel. This benzoyl peroxide gel, this is for me to use in the morning. I use this for when guys, like I said, I haven't really had to use this gel. I've only used this gel like twice, but I feel like that's how good the tretinoin worked for me, because I've literally, like I said, I've only had to use this once or twice, because I haven't really had any new pimples. I remember the tretinoin too. I remember in the directions it said like, oh my, like only use this very wisely, only use it, don't use it too often, because you're not supposed to use it every day. You're supposed to use it like every other day, or you're supposed to use it like twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on your skin sensitivity and how quickly it dries. And guys, I was using the tretinoin every day. Do not do that. Do not use the tretinoin every day, because I'm pretty sure that's why my skin started drying out. This is also something very important that I'm gonna note in my that I'm gonna say right now. Even before I went to the dermatologist, I had a skincare routine. So I would use Panoxyl. I would use Panoxyl in the morning. The Acne foaming wash. This is the 10% benzoyl peroxide one. I would use this in the morning. I would use a sunscreen, and then in the night I would use this is a dupe for, this is like the Walmart brand of the CeraVe hydrating cleanser. I would use that cleanser in the night, and then I would use a regular moisturizer also in the night too. This was my routine. Before I started going to the dermatologist. I told her that I was using those products. She was like, great. She was like, now you just need to add the prescriptions in your treatment. So I really think, guys, in reality, I feel like really this is all you need. Because even if the dermatologist told me, she didn't tell me that I needed really any extra stuff. Salicylic acid, toners, niacinamide, all of the serums. You can use those. You can add them to your routine, but this is just what worked for me. This is not medical advice. If you ever want to go to the dermatologist, obviously seek professional help first. Seek professional help first. I am just sharing what worked for me, what helped really improve my skin. Guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you guys found some things useful from this video. And I'm really glad that I got to share my journey. And yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a spectacular day. Goodbye, guys.